Boom! Back in the tube. Ha! This one had no delay. Gotcha! So today we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. Keeping it real, simple, and original. But I should have added also the triple P. What is the triple P? Huh? Patience, perseverance, and persistence. Yeah. Anybody here? Anybody here? Nobody. That's okay. You'll get here eventually. Yeah, keeping it real, simple, and original is my mission, you know. But it's our mission. It should be our mission, just not my mission, but our mission to keep it real. Because there's so much so much fake stuff in our world, and we get absorbed by the fake stuff a lot. So it's to keep it real. By keeping it real, also, you know, you found a great sense of empowerment by keeping it real and not being fake and not being absorbed by the herd thinking and the herd acting. Like, you want to be an original. Very important to be an original. Not to be a copycat. You don't want to be a copycat. You don't want to copy other people. You want to do your own thing, you know. For sure, you're going to be inspired by other people. Other people will come and inspire you, that's for sure. Lots of people came to my way sometimes for inspiration, for sure. But I think we can all be very, very original. We all have a very unique, original vibrational signature. So it's not to copy the signature, the vibrational signature of someone else. You want to have your own original vibration in the world. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's about keeping our vibes pure and clean, and just rising to the occasion of each and every day. You know, every day I come here, yeah, it might seem like the same, but to me, it's not the same process because there's always growth happening. Sometimes it's invisible. It might be invisible. You might not see the growth that is happening inside you, for sure. We don't always see the growth. Like, I can sense it, but it's hard to say that something I can feel. I can sense it, but I cannot feel it. So, but it's occurring. There's always growth occurring, whether on an invisible level or on a visible level. Always growth. Hold on, let me. Yeah, always growth happening, and no matter what you, as long as you take action every day. Me, I say take action every day is the best. It's the best to really align with consistency, because what you want to, because what's really easy is to give up. What's easy is to give up on your dream, give up on your goals, give up on yourself, give up on the world. That's very easy, you know, to just give up and just say fuck it. Other people will take care of it, you know. Other people will take care of changing the world. I don't have to change myself, you know. I don't have to change my ways. Other people do it. But that's a very important way to live, I think. I think we should all be very responsible. Take responsibility and ownership for not only our life, but the harm we have created along the way, unconsciously. Most of it is done unconsciously. Don't freak out on yourself and start crucifying yourself. You have done this unconsciously. People don't know what they're doing. That's why, you know, protect them, Oja, because people don't know what they're doing. That's really what it is. When you look at it, when you look at the state of hypnosis that we're under, it's clear to me that people don't know what they're doing. When they go, when they blindly go to a church to find some kind of guidance, or what? Seriously, I've never found really. It's all to me, all religion are pretty much the same. It's all the same. It's all to capture people's souls, capture your mind, capture your soul, something like that. There's something. Anyway, I don't need this. I think it's very fake. I think it's very fake. All the religion is a bit like, I don't need this. I don't need this to find salvation. That's their number one product is a false salvation. That's their Babylon number one product is a false salvation, and that's why they have turned the church into a corporation. Yeah, they have changed them into corporation because they have a product. It's a false salvation, and everybody's falling by. A lot of people are falling for it. Not so many now. It's less and less. People are leaving churches and Babylonian cult ritual places for finding themselves and finding a way. Sometimes you will find the way also just by getting in touch with yourself. You don't need no guru, no. You shouldn't need anybody, but maybe you're gonna need someone to show you the door or something. But it's always a walk you have to do on your own. It's always like expanding your awareness and stuff. It's you. You have to want it. You have to decide to change. To amplify the changes in your life and amplify the love. And it's all by choice. Everything you want to do is by choice, because your brain is not going to push you to do anything else but reproduce, make more children and stuff like that. The basic stuff. But all the other stuff is, first of all, we have a very negative state of mind by default. So it's very important to work on this, to master your mind, first of all, to be positive in every situation. And sometimes it's hard because life is putting pressure on us, and there's pressure coming from and hype coming from left to right. So there's a lot of stuff that is thrown at us and that we don't want. So it's very important to keep protect our vibrations, so we don't fall into the temptation of Babylon. Triple R's in the house with Fanny and bonne journée, lâche pas la patate, mon homme, mon chum Randy. Big up, Randy. Big up yourself. The man who rise in love. Where's my bro? Rise in love. Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. Maybe he's watching. Sometimes there's silent watchers. And I understand. I overstand now more than understand. I think that's the way to go. We have to overstand. Enough the understanding. Overstanding is a greater perspective. We know when you overstand stuff, you have a much greater perspective because you're over, not under. So very important. There's subliminally, we've been programmed also with the words. That's what I was telling Gavin yesterday. The words you're going to choose during your days are very important, because you can say, I had a very nice day, and you can say, I had a super wonderful day today. It was great. The energy is much higher when you find better words to associate with your experience. That's what I do. And I try to think of it, because often I will say, oh yeah, it's nice. And nice is not a nice word. Look at the etymology of the word nice, and you're going to see nice is not a nice word. So I try not to use nice. I try to use other words. And this is very much more empowering and makes me feel better too. Makes me feel better because words have everything has vibration. Look, I'm speaking them. So for sure, there's vibration attached to it. Hold on a second. Boom! Ha! Gotcha. Yeah, where did the Ricky go? Where's Ricky? Yeah, my bro rising up, Rick. I haven't heard of him for a while, but I wish him the best. I know he just had a baby too. Might be busy with the family. It's helping mama with the baby for sure. That's such a that's unique moment when they're, especially when I always love children when they're babies. Ah, that's so great. Isn't it something? It's magic, just to see also a woman give birth is very, very magical. Very magical. There's lots of magic in this world that we don't seem to acknowledge because we're distracted. Our minds are distracted. This is just the thing why we don't sense more, but we sense these stuff. I'm not saying we're completely numb. We're not completely numb, but we're pretty numb to. We're numb to others. We're numb to love, to unconditional love, to yeah, new dad. Say no more. Busy indeed. That's it. New dad. So we know what it is. When they get older, it's a different thing. They can take care of themselves, but when they're young, especially young, that's why daycares are so unnatural. It's so unnatural to send your children to daycare. I was parked in front of my wife's work the other day, and I was looking at the people coming in and out, and I was telling Gavin, I said, people have to be very super busy to have to bring their children to a daycare, to someone else educate give education and taking care of their children. They gotta be super busy. Like, you see, this is the unnatural way of life. We should so much nurture our children, like the woman or the man, whatever. It's not only a woman's job to take care of children, it's a man's job too. The babies and that, and changing diapers. And I've never been very, very forward in changing poo diaper, but I've done it. But most of the time I was calling my wife, Kim, I got a shit. So she was coming, but I've never been that the shit. I always had a bit of problem with that, but the rest, no problem. But yeah, what I was talking a poo diaper. No, I was talking about yeah. What I was saying about the poo diaper, I forgot. Nurturing our children when they're young. Sending them to daycare is so unnatural, but this is what they want, to break the family unit, to break the bond in between the children and the parents. And so they are completely lost, and the parents are so busy, so much drama in their life. There we go. Camera off again. Oh, no, it's back now. Yeah, so much drama in our lives that we don't even have time to take care of our children. We have to bring them to someone else. This is very unnatural to me. Some people think it's normal, like, oh, it's good that we have more daycares, more daycares. Yeah, but where's the parents? Where's the parents? So busy working, so busy with drama, paying their bills, paying their mortgage, paying this, paying that, that the children are left to abandon to other people. And then they cannot hear your voice anymore. Their environment is much more often with other people than with the parents. So it's very, very unnatural. That's my point of view. Don't have to agree with me, but that's what I think of daycares. Yeah, some people might see lots of benefits into it because they're working hard. They're working hard and they're proud of working. So they're going to bring their children to daycare and they think it's normal. But to me, it's a very, the young children should stay with one of the parents at least till, I say 5-year-old, till the time they're in age to go to school. Like, the government should pay for the woman to stay home until the babies are 5-year-old. Send the men to work or whatever, but the mother should stay with her children until the age of at least 5-year-old, if not more, just to to have the time to nurture her children and properly. But this society is so rushed, so unnatural, that sometimes you're gonna find babies in daycare at 6 months, 6 months, not even, and the babies are in daycare, and the parents are back to work, like back with chained to the rhythm of life, chained to the rhythm, and yeah, it's insane, upside down. I'm telling you, yeah. Especially when it comes to family unit. When it comes to family unit, there's so many things in the world, in this society, to break the family unit, and we sometimes even are victim of it, and we don't even realize what we're victim about. Like, but yeah, there's so that's another thing very fake. So keeping it real is, I don't know. Can your children hear your voice? Very important. Your children will, will adapt. You want your children to adapt your system of values, your values. So you want them to hear your voice. Because if they can't hear your voice, they're going to hear the voice of someone else, and they're going to take someone else's value system. This is what I want in talking to my children. I want them to hear my voice so they get my values about life. They get to see how I see life through my eyes or whatever. Because it's very important that we guide them into this world, because they're left without guidance. Most younger generation have lost their way big time. Pretty much everyone have lost their way. I think we're all deeply fucked up into a system, for sure. Even me, deeply fucked up, deeply traumatized into. But this, you realize it once you realize that the fuckery in the world, how fucked up this world is. Then you realize that you're deeply fucked up yourself, and that's what I have realized, and that's why I'm here. Just try to undo that trauma. Try to become more real, less fake, removing more of the layers each and every day, layers of fakeness, and because it's still, as long there will always be a little bit of fakery and hypocrisy into everyone, because that's the way to function in this world. It's a world that's very hypocrite, a lying world, a world filled with hypocrite and parasite. So you need an ego to function. So there will always be like a bit of fakery, because everything's fake. But I mean, if you keep it real at 90% of your time, it's very, very good. It's very good. But what I mean is, it's hard to completely align with realness, because everything is fake around us, and no matter what, you're gonna be affected by the fakery in some point, unless you seclude yourself on top of a mountain and there's nothing, no temptations around. If you have no temptations around, you might not be tempted, but sometimes it's the temptations we have around, we fall into temptation. And it's very important to protect our vibrational signature. Yeah, that's what I said before. We all have a unique one, and also make it vibrate. You have vibration, that's for a reason, and we vibrate on a very, very high level. That there's no doubt about that, because I can sense vibrations from a mile around, probably mile away. Yeah, vibrations is something that we must work on, keeping our vibrations clean. Pure, it's kind of hard, because will I ever become pure or like completely aligned before I leave this plane? Like, I don't know, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to become better each and every day. Like, I don't concentrate so much on the future and stuff like that. Just each and every day, do the maximum I can to stay positives in a world that, and it's not only the world that's putting pressure, is we are also putting pressure on ourselves with our thoughts. Sometimes just our state of mind is a very, very determining factor in creativity, in creation. And our state of mind, all it takes is a good state of mind. That's all it takes. to go after your goals, any dream, all you need is the proper state of mind. Because if you have the proper state of mind, you're aligned with good vibrations and stuff. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy because you're gonna act from a natural point. I don't do nothing forced here. There's nothing that is force or unnatural. Like, yeah, sometimes I might be more vocal than others. Sometimes but I think I'm always very vocal. I'm always try to keep the inspiration flowing, even though sometimes I come here and I have no preparation. But the preparation, I have done it before. The preparation, I have done it for a long time. I've been preparing for this for a long time. So even though I come here sometime and I have nothing prepared, I will always find something to say because I have done the preparation, the homework, and necessary before I start showing up live and direct. So I've been working on this for a while, on building strength and building confidence and building all the stuff necessary to face myself. Because it's mostly myself that I face. I see myself there. So this is the battle I have to get to constantly, is get to know who I am. Get to know who I am and look at myself in the mirror. And I do it every morning here on camera. A camera or a mirror is the same. Look at yourself in the camera and start talking, and it feels good. I'm telling you, try it. It feels good. Even if you don't post it on YouTube or any social media, just go out with your phone and reflect. Talk to yourself. Feels very good to talk to ourselves. Very, very good vibe. It's a vibe that, anyway, me, I love reflecting. I love reflecting because this world is filled with very much confusion, and people, it's hard, like I say, sometimes to even have a good reasoning with someone because I don't know. It's people always see the things from their own perspective, and you cannot. It's hard to change someone else's mind on something. So I think we should just maybe I don't know, accept our differences. Accept our differences of opinion and stuff, and just move forward. Moving forward is the aim. Get together, move forward, finding solution, finding. But of course, cannot deny also that evil forces have taken over this world. We cannot ignore that. Like sometimes I can be very, very positive, say, oh yeah, there's an awakening, but we have to face reality also. The evil forces have taken over this world, and that's why some of us are realizing, opening our eyes to life and realizing that our ways were very evil and we're changing them and trying to inspire others to change their ways. Like, I don't want to inspire, I cannot inspire the whole world, but I can inspire a few people to become better each and every day. Just become more aligned with who you are, with your dreams, with your goals, with the dream of life, without forgetting the dream of life, because that's the main probably reason why we're here, is to build the dream of life together, not separated. You can work on your dreams, you can work on your goals, on your stuff. For sure, you should have goals when you wake up in the morning, but the big picture, the big dream, is the dream of life. It's what we should build together, so nobody suffer. In a dream, you don't suffer in a dream. So this place wasn't intended for us to suffer, that's for sure. There's too much abundance, too much beauty, too much great stuff surrounding us, so it wasn't intended for us to suffer, for sure. But we have lost our way into materialism, into thinking that material will bring us happiness and stuff. And to me, happiness, like I said, I don't know if having more money, if I would be more happy. It would ease the run, but I don't think I would find more happiness than what I do now. I think I can have more experience, more great experience, but happiness is a state of mind. So will I find happiness outside of myself, or I have to really work on myself to constantly be more happy? I think it's we all deserve happiness. We all deserve to live free, happy, and beautiful and wonderful life. But takes effort also. That's not the default state. That's not the default state. Is not you in a state of super happiness, and no, it's something you have to condition yourself in a world like today, because people vibes are sometimes very low, and sometimes if you don't block them, if you don't block a bit people's low energy, it's gonna affect you. So just people have low energy, they don't seem to have vitality and energy for life, and often either by food they consume or just by habit of being lazy, they have stopped chasing dreams or having goals, or they have goals, going to work every day, but that's about it. There's other stuff than in life than our work 9 to 5. There's other stuff that we have to get in touch with. Life is not life real reality, because that's what we're seeking, reality. I don't think it's inside this matrix construct. Reality is a big subject, and very interesting to talk about the nature of reality also. That's something that passionate me for sure. So stay uplifted, stay true, keep it real, simple, and original. He is out. He will be back tomorrow morning, same time. Rising and shining, stronger than ever. Always, always rising. Important, and that's it. I'll see you a little bit later on. Another now. It's summertime, so we're gonna cut that short. Unless it's yucky weather outside, I'll do an hour. But it's summertime, and summer vibes is made to experience. It's made to be outside, not to be in front of my screen. But I do it because it's very important for my. I tell you all the time, it's consistency, very important, and it's not about the quantity, but it's about the quality. So it's prioritize the quality over the quantity. Very important. So he is out. Salute and rise and shine. He is out. Have a beautiful, wonderful, inspiring day, and that's it. Live your dreams. Have goals. When you wake up in the morning, you should have goals. So go non-stop at them and just work, work, work. He's out.